Oh, no, you're good. I'm always interview ready.
No, no, there you go, man. Hey, everybody, it's sPidA here, Coming Soon Podcast, of course, coming to you from San Antonio, Texas. My guest, not so much, man. Where are you at? Where are you located at right now, bro?
Right now, Tri Cities, Washington. Tri Cities is Pasco, Kennewick, Washington. Right now, I'm in Kennewick, so
My man,
right here
and
in the Pacific Northwest.
yes, sir. And I was gonna ask you, bro, because your fights, man, all your fights have been through the Fury FC promotion here in Texas,
Yes, sir. All of them besides Peak,
right?
but they have all been in Texas. Started my fight career over here in Washington as an amateur, and then as a pro, I've only been able to get fights over in Texas, and so now moving to this next upcoming fight, I get to go take a new visit to Cali.
No, yeah, and of course it's gonna be the A1 Combat. I mean, the one of the things that I noticed on it, it's another promotion on the UFC Fight Pass, and this one's a main event, bro. So you got to be pretty stoked about that.
Yes, sir. Shoot, just honored to make the main card main event. It was just a blessing. I didn't realize until a couple people told me they saw the banner before me, and I was like, "What?" They're like, "Bro, you're the main card." I was like, oh, "Okay, bet even better." So just great opportunity to go show out my skills.
No, no, for sure, bro. And of course, man. I mean, the name itself. When I first saw your, I mean, not so much your nickname because it is your initials, but DJ Quick. I said, man, this guy is DJ, man. Are you out there doing music? But it's your initials, though.
No, I got you. No, I do music. Learned how to do it DJing in college, and I've had a couple people in the music industry around me ask me like, "Yo, DJ, like you know how to do this stuff?" And so I know a lot of people that are in the scene. I do know how to do the stuff. Do a lot of stuff in the community. So if somebody busts out the turntables, hey, I get the mixing.
Nice, bro. Heck yeah, dude. Well, that's cool, man. Do you get to do your own walkout song, man, or what's your walkout song when you come out?
I change it up every time. I like a little bit more funky hip hop vibe, something a little bit more upbeat. So stay tuned for that. One of the considerations was like Return of the Mac. Not really sure yet, so stay tuned.
No, no, for sure. Of course, we'll have to be watching to witness it, huh?
Yeah, Drew. I had a nice little walkout. Not my last fight, but the fight before that. You seen me kind of grooving out as I got made my way in the appearance. So, and then that night I really fed myself and got a knockout in the first minute. So,
Nice,
I just like to go out there with that high energy.
no, no, but for sure, man. And of course, man, at 125 pounds, man, you do come from wrestling, right? I mean, you're coaching right now.
Yes, sir. Four-time All-American. I go wrestle at the U.S. Open every year, and then I also the head coach of a high school over here in Tri Cities. So I was coaching yesterday. Had finalists or two finalists, one first, one second, one third, and then three of the other girls just wrestled really good in the tournament. So
Yeah, well, congratulations, man. Definitely, bro.
appreciate it.
And of course, I mean, being the coach, being a fighter, I mean, you hold yourself to high standards when it comes to weight class, obviously, right? I mean, that's what you're going to be doing in a bit.
Of course, I've never missed weight. Hold that to me. I had a coach like in high school. He said I missed weight. I didn't know I was wrestling in a tournament, so he ended up making me cut weight, and I had to make weight later. So, but I hold everybody to a high standard. I hold myself to the standard, so always making weight. Also, shoot, I don't play with my money, so it is what it is.
There you go, man. I was gonna say because I know a few fighters too, man. They're at that pro level and 1 pound, bro, and it'll cost them.
Yeah, nah, that's true. It can be an ounce, not even a pound, a whole ounce.
Yeah.
Shoot, point one over. Yeah, I ain't there to play. There's a lot of lessons that you learn along the way. So, but weight cut ain't one of my problems. I've had a hiccup my very first pro fight. I They got kicked off a plane. Had to drive about 4 hours from Dallas to Houston to even get to the fight.
Oh,
Got
damn.
to weigh-ins late. I think I was about almost 2 pounds over. I told them to give me 10 minutes. Ten
Yeah.
minutes, and I cut those 2 pounds because I was like, they were like, no, you can just take the pay cut. It's all right, good. I was like, no, you can miss me with that one.
Yeah, I want all my money.
Yeah, well, you can miss me with that one. I didn't come all the way down here for nothing. So yeah, no. Like I said, I'm still working my way up the ranks. So I got to take every penny that I can get and just take the opportunity for what it is.
No, no, for sure, bro. And of course, man. I mean, this next event, like we said, it's going to be in California. Uriah Faber's A1 Combat, dude. I mean, I've been watching them since their first show, and they're steamrolling. You know, they're getting a lot of great fighters out there. I mean, being in California, I would expect nothing less. You know, there's a lot of great teams. So, I mean, your opponent, man. What do you know about the guy? And I mean, what's going to happen come fight night?
Don't know too much about the guy, just besides he's 6-0 undefeated. Looking to try to take that O away. I've done it before. And just coming off my last fight is just another, like I said, another great opportunity. I try not to get too much time off between fights.
Yeah.
This guy, they say he likes to show out. Watched his last fight. Wasn't too impressed, but you can't go in there with too much confidence. I give respect for he has a 6-0 record for a reason. So we go out there, handle business. If I can get out of the first, then that's how it's going to be.
No, yeah, because of course you're not going to take him lightly, right? I mean, you're prepared for everything, and I expect him to go, put him through the ringer, man.
No, for sure. The main thing, what I said, I've learned a lesson through this fight game. Don't play with your food. So a lot of fighters sometimes will go out there and try to be flashy. I've one being a little guilty of it, trying to go out there to hurt somebody rather than trying to handle business. So lesson learned. Don't get caught up in all the hype and all the extra antics that are with it. If opportunity to finish a fight presents itself, then just take it for what it is. Sometimes you get a knockout, sometimes you get a finish. Sometimes it's just a TKO, ground and pound. So whatever comes, I'm going to take it and get out the cage.
No, I believe it, man. And of course, I'm going to put this flyer up, man, so those that are watching can actually see. I mean, this is going to be the for the main event, of course, A1 Combat. And like I said, I mean, I'm a fan of the promotion. Uriah Faber, of course, put his name behind it. The guy's back there. It's a great show, man. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I am on the UFC Fight Pass. For those that aren't, of course, subscribe. They'll be able to watch it on a great card.
No, grateful. Uriah Faber's a Hall of Famer in the game. I look back, a lot of people tell me he's like one of the first fighters that I watched getting into MMA. And so grateful for him putting on a show, putting on the promotion, giving people opportunity to get to that next level. And seeing that he recently signed a new agreement with UFC Fight Pass. So all congratulations to the promo. To the top we go, one step at a time.
No, and I'm sure, man. I mean, being the wrestler yourself, I mean, guys like Uriah, you looked up to, and you said, man, you know what? If you can do this, I can do this. So, what fighters out there inspired you to kind of get into this? I mean, was it local guys? Was it people you already knew, or?
Nah, I had a best friend that kind of got me into the MMA scene in the first place. Gave it a try and ran with it. You had athleticism, and so I pushed the boundaries, and I was actually kind of successful. So we are here today. Overall record 11-2. But like GSP, Demetrius Johnson, Matt Hughes, like some of those legends out there, like set the tone, and those are people that I look up to. It wasn't a guy who kind of watched a lot of film. I'm learning, adapting to do so because you can always learn things from every fight. So now I've kind of taken it in as a sponge, and so now I watch a lot more stuff than I used to.
No, man, and and that's one of the things. I mean, as you go up the ranks, I mean, there's a buddy of mine that's in the UFC, and he says too, like, man, I watch UFC Fight Pass because some of these guys are coming up for my job, so he's got to look forward and back, man.
For sure. Like I said, the games are always evolutionizing. There's always little key things that you can go watch, and you can take it to practice. Yeah. And I do it all the time. I'll watch a little bit of film, and I'm like, all right, cool, I'm gonna go try this. And then when you land it, everybody's like, hey, yo, that was different. And I'm like, I literally just watched this and it works.
So see if it catches somebody, man.
Yes, for sure. And it's always fun because the game's always changing, like I said.
Yeah. And of course, when you were talking about the music earlier, man. I mean, getting that vibe to go in there, but Relentless DJ Quick Jackson, bro. I mean, with the name Relentless, bro. I mean, you're throwing it out there. Is that kind of what you want people to expect? They want you to,
I bring that pressure. I'm not a backup fighter. I always bring pressure. I always look for finishes. I believe overall in my whole career, I have about eight to nine finishes. Most of those being TKOs, and then I got one submission record. So I always go out there trying to push the pace, finish the fight as fast as I can. I had one fight card that I wanted to go the full distance. So I fought that fight, kind of seeing where my cardio would be at. And then my last amateur fight, a title fight against Jalen Bates, me and him went 5 rounds, came about to the last minute, and I put it on the line because I don't like to go to the scorecards to the judges. So I ended up just getting caught. It is what it is. We're there to put on entertainment for the crowd, and it is what it is. I took it for what it is, another lesson. I was up a weight class. Respect to him. He's still doing his thing in Bellator, worthy opponent. So.
No, for sure. And who knows, man? Maybe you guys will meet each other again in the big show. You never know, man.
Man, I don't know. He's still at 135. That's a big opponent, yo. So that's why I say I'm gonna flyweight. I started out bantamweight. I was okay with it because amateur is a little bit different.
Right.
But I made that transition. There's a big weight change, no different than wrestling. You got to know where you kind of fit in. And it's not that I wouldn't probably take a couple opportunities at 135, but like there are some big guys at 135. You look at Aljamain. that man, I seen a picture of him with Brady Hindsaid. Them compared. Brady's already big bantamweight himself, up and coming in the UFC. And I seen a picture with them training. I'm like, God dang, that's a big bantamweight. No wonder. And so, like, weight cutting changed the game a lot. So it can play a factor when it gets later in the round, but they do come with a little factor if you're able to establish that weight cut and control it. But if you can kind of push the pace with them and they cut a lot of weight, you've seen it before. Some people try to drop down a weight class and that weight cut comes to bite them in the butt. So
Oh yeah, man. Their cardio, it takes effect on their body. You know, I mean,
your brain, like, because you can rehydrate, you got 24 hours, but again,
yeah.
if you're not used to it, it can come to bite you.
No, for sure, bro. And of course, man, I mean, you are going to be doing your weight cut, man. But two more questions, bro. The first one, as far as who's getting you ready for this fight, man? Teammate.
I train out of Mercenary Combat Academy by Crew Tony Solis. He's been my coach for the past 2-3 years now, ever since going pro. And I appreciate it. My first coach when I first started. This new coach comes with a lot more experience. He's been in the cage, so it's a lot more respect when you got somebody who's done what you've done.
Right. And of course, man, I mean, when it comes to teammates, man, sponsors, bro, how big are sponsors and who's helping you for this bout?
I'm still looking for sponsors, trying to get the confirmation. I just put a post out. It's a little bit harder than I thought. I do a lot for the community, so I'm just trying to get the community support back. But it is really important upon being able to do what I do. But that's why I'm an entrepreneur myself. I do a lot, try to cover myself. I just had a conversation with one of my friends. He was like, yo, so you don't make the most right now. And I was like, not right now. It's like going to school, completing, and it's like an intern. There's levels to it. So I'm working up the ranks. But I'm able to cover my costs for what it is as much as I can, and on my way to the top. So when I get there, that's when my blessing will come.
No, for sure. But I mean, nonetheless, bro, I mean, this fight is going to be on the main event. So, I mean, for those watching this, I'm going to be plugging it in a few outlets. Where can they contact you at, bro?
Social media, Life is Memories, Facebook, The Relentless DJ Quick Jackson, email, lifeismemories@gmail.com. Hey, all you gotta do is tap in. Still filling in those spots on my shirt, fight shorts, and the banner. It's a great opportunity, like you said, main event. I've been trying to tell people it's not the price ain't that high, but some people just like my coach tried to tell me, he said I try to do stuff too last minute. I talked to sponsors ahead of time, and they're like, "Well, I want to see the fight poster," or "I want a little bit more detail," and I try to get them as much detail as I can. Fight poster usually always comes a little bit late, but that's usually when it gets solidified. When I give them a fight poster, when it's in their hand, they're like, "Okay, I feel a bit more comfortable about it." But New Year, I don't know. I can't really hold nothing against no business that says they just don't got the funds. But like I said, it's a great opportunity. You're on TV. I do a lot of support in my community, from coaching to doing back to school events, cutting hair in the homeless as a barber, kids camps. I do a lot of different stuff. I'm known in the community as the champ, so I must be doing something right.
For sure.
Like I said,
Yeah, man, it'll come, bro. I mean, there's a lot of opportunities. I mean, you know, you keep getting racking up this wins. You know, you never know. I mean, they might get that call. You might get that last minute call. I mean, there's a lot of opportunities. So for sure, you know, those blessings will come.
yeah, just remaining humble and taking it for what it is. I'm just blessed for the opportunity to be doing what I love, seeing the success from it, and being able to see the influence that I am with my community, whether I get the backing that I need or not. I don't. So I love what I do. I love trying to fill other people's cup. It fills my cup by doing the same. So, like I said, remaining humble, and then eventually my blessings will come.
No, for sure. I believe that, man. I'm a believer, bro. And of course, man, anything you want to say before we wrap this up, my man?
No, just shout out to my gym, Mercenary Combat Academy, my manager out of Vegas, Iron Shin, and all of my supporters, family, and everybody help my teammates that helped me get ready for this fight. Hey, like I said, remain humble. I'm gonna stay relentless. Stay tuned for a main event show, A1 Combat. Thank you for putting me on the card. Hey, let's go put on a show in Cali, y'all.
There you go, man. You heard the man. Of course, everybody is going to be on the UFC Fight Pass. Make sure and subscribe. Lots of promotions. He's going to be on one of them. Of course, as always, this is sPidA, the Fight Card Podcast. So next time, follow up.